It's a warm, windy day here at OB Acres. And Austin and I here, we're changing this tire. And just a little DIY, I guess. At least it was hard getting the bead broke. I should have had a video of it, but we ended up using the backhoe again like we did on the first one. But then it still wouldn't break. So I ended up using a 4-in-1 bucket. And I opened it up. And he stood the tire up on end and we clamped it. And that broke the bead. That's another use for a 4-in-1 bucket. So we're getting ready to pull this tire off, and then we're gonna wire wheel it and try to put the other one on and see if the tube's any. If the tube's not good, I'll take it in the tire store tomorrow. But should have had a video of that, but I always get busy and I forget to do it. So we'll get the rest of this off. We got the one side off, one side loose. We gotta get this one off. So. Good morning. Welcome to OB Acres. Say hi, Max. Max and I are in the shop today. It's raining outside. We had a beautiful weekend. Nice 70 degrees all weekend. It was sunny and it rained overnight, but tonight now the temperature's dropping and it rained. It's this nasty outside, so. We're in the shop doing work on my buddy's tractor. I want to work on that today some more. I got some stuff to do, waiting for parts, but I got some things I want to do to it. But I got a video I'm going to post before with this, but my son Austin and I, yesterday we changed this tire on the 801, changed the rim. This is one of the original tires that was on it. But the rim was rusted out, so he bought another tire. He went to Indiana and bought this. He bought this tire on the rim, and it does have a bad spot in it, but it's good enough for what I'm going to use it for, I think. No, I guess I got let the cat out of the bag there a little bit, but this has a nice new rim on it, so we put this on this side, and then this is the one that was on it. So he got one that somewhat matched it. They're both Firestones. One's a little bit newer than the other, but the tread's about the same. So yesterday we took the old tire. The tire that was on this rim was junk. So we took it off. We had a hard time getting it off, but I showed a video of us working on it. I didn't show the video of us actually doing it, but I should have. But trying to get the bead broke was a bitch, so we took my backhoe and we were trying to just push it with the bucket and it wouldn't come loose. So I got that 4-in-1 bucket. So we actually clamped the whole tire and busted the bead loose. It worked really good. But then it was pretty rusty inside, but the rim's solid. I'll paint it up. But put this tire on, reuse the old tube, and it works great. So we got that done yesterday. Now I'm charging the battery again. The charging system is not working. I just checked it with my little amp. I got an amp meter. I knew it wasn't working, but I wanted to double check it. This amp meter, I wasn't sure if this amp meter was hooked up right, because these originally did not have amp meters. That's where the gas gauge goes, but the gas gauge, the sender unit and the gas gauge were missing, or the sender unit was broke. But so I don't know if I'll end up switching it over to 12 volt or put an alternator on it, or I don't know if it's the generator bad. I think it's the generator that's bad, because I had another voltage regulator I tried and it didn't make a difference. But anyhow, I just put the battery charger on. I mean, it don't use much electric, so you don't need. The battery will last a long time unless you got the lights on, and the lights don't work right now. Just calm down now, Maxie. But I think I'm gonna purchase this from my son. He was gonna sell it, but this will be good on my finish mower. And if I get a little hay rake to rake, and it doesn't have a remote on it. You can put a remote on it, and I'd like to do that. That way I could pull my sickle bar with it, or we got a drawbar. You can pull hay wagons, or I don't have that much. I don't really pull hay wagons, but I'd like to get a little 6-foot chopper for it, maybe. Bush hog, you know. But the main thing is that finished mower. I can use it on that. And, mowing down the driveway, and then there's another property we might be buying that I'd like to be able to mow. And I can buy it. I can always sell it if I don't want to keep it. But the thing just runs so damn good with the live PTO, and the 3-point works, and the 5-speed. It's a pretty nice little tractor to have. So I think I'm gonna purchase it. The PowerMaster 801, aka it's an 861 with the 5-speed and live power. So it runs like a top. But I want to include a video of that. So, but we got that tire change yesterday. It actually went better than I thought it would. And but the tractor's in nice shape. Really, if I just paint the rims, it'll be good for what I want to use it for. I mean, I could use it on an auger, but I don't really do much auger work anymore because I put my leg up, and I used to have that short auger I'd done load corn with, but I don't think I'm going to be using that anymore, so I won't need it on an auger. But it would be handy for that too, if I still had use my auger, because my swing away, I'm using my swing away right now to unload beans, and I gotta have a tractor with a remote to raise that up and down, because that short auger will not work where I got that, the way I got my setup now. It just ain't enough room for it. But I got a little rototiller I could use it on also. I use my 5000 on that, but the finished mower is too small for the 5000. It works, but it's just, the tractor's just too big. It's a taller, almost like a 65 horse tractor. This is 50 some, but it's just smaller, easier to maneuver. I don't have a loader on it like the 5000, so it's a little bit shorter too, so you can duck under trees a lot easier. The 5000 sticks up a little higher. But I got my neighbor's, my landlord's, I farm for, his 4-wheeler. He said it was leaking gas, but I don't see it leaking, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. I'll have to look at that later. But so then I'm gonna take the roof off of this tractor and see what he wants me to put air conditioning in this thing. And I want to see if it's got an evaporator in it, because these tractors, all these Fords with the Q cabs, the heater and the evaporator were combined. So I don't know if they put a heater, just a heater core in these, or because I'd never seen just a heater core for these. You got to buy both. So I'm gonna work on that, clean it out, and the radio don't work. Then he wants me to price out air conditioning for it, so I don't know. It'll be a job, but it can be done. It's just gonna be a little bit intense, but I don't mind doing that kind of stuff. So, all right, I'll let you go. Thanks for watching.